Hello everybody, my name is Rolak, and welcome back to Kirby Superstar Ultra. In the last episode, we defeated the great bird Dynablade atop her mountain. Unfortunately, we came to realize that all she was doing was simply getting food for her babies, I think? Maybe? That might have been the case. Not 100% certain, but hey, what can you do with a game that doesn't really explain a whole lot? Anyway, in this episode, we're going to be getting started... Nope, that's the back button. We're going to be getting started on the Great Cave Offensive. Kirby finds himself lost in a deep cave full of peril and treasure. Find all 60 treasures and get out safely. First time playing the Great Cave Offensive, might as well go over the details and whatnot. Because it is not as complicated, but a bit. Hunt treasures as you explore this huge cave. How cool! How cool! This place is ripe for adventure. To win, you'll have to look for treasures and make it out safely. When you find a chest, stand in front and press up on the control pad. That's the way you get treasure. View found treasures by pressing start and then viewing the bottom screen. Treasures are hidden all over in different ways. There are 60 treasures. How many can you find? What are you laughing at me for, dude? What's this guy doing? Ah. Wow, one was even here. Alright, and like that, we just got started. So yeah. So the Great Cave Offensive. Each section is divided... The whole game is divided into 4 huge sections. First of which is being the sub-tree. I don't know why it's called the sub-tree. First treasure is right here off the bat, being the gold medal. Worth 10,000 G. Now, like it said, treasures are hidden pretty much everywhere in this, in almost every other map. So you gotta be very, very astute as to where you're looking, because, by God, if you miss one, you're gonna regret looking for it later. Honestly... Every area except for the third one is fine, because they're pretty linear and straightforward and simple, to say the least. Okay, gotta be careful not to trigger that one, because if we hit that one, it'll spew some lava down there, and we won't be able to get the treasure right here. Get the whip. Ow. So you see, if we do that, yeah, we would have been blocked off. A lot of the treasures in this mode are... may or may not be references to certain other video games and or media. We're going to be getting into that specifically soon once we get some more treasures. Come on, there we go. For now, we got to be quick on this area because these switches are going to be going off real quick. There we go, and there we go. All right, crystal ball, 200G. Like I said in the beginning, you can also see which treasures you've collected. It's also very helpful for figuring out which treasures you have left for the area. Excuse me! Trying to do the shuttle loop there, but I guess not wanting to work. So yeah, all in all, this mode isn't terrible. It's just that if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be not finding a whole lot. Lucky cat. That is the next one, right? Yeah. Because in order to get 100% on this game, you have to collect every single treasure in this mode. And if you're a first-timer, then that's going to be difficult for you. That's just the way back. There's nothing over there. Okay, destroy everything. I'm going to be... Excuse me. Cannot talk right. You got to destroy everyone. Just do not destroy that one platform that the treasure is on. Otherwise, it's going to drop into the lava and pretty much just become unavailable. And we got to be careful. There we go. Seiru Sword. I don't know how to pronounce that. Probably butchered that. All right. Just leave over here. No, not there specifically. I think. What the? Yeah, there it is. Ichigo Candy. I don't know what that is, and I definitely missed... Okay, so we're supposed to get this one down here first. At least I think this is one down here. There we go. Yep, just right here. Screw Attack! Famous of Samus from Metroid, as that is one of her main attacks that she gets throughout the series. Now, when you come across a... God damn it. When you come across a door that has a bunch of stars and it's really sparkly around it, you want to go into here. This is a save room. Each section has this. You're able to save your progress and just quit the mode outright. Not too sure if that'll get you access to the next mode. Actually, no, it will. Because here's the thing. Apparently, you don't even have to, like, actually complete some of the modes to actually gain access to the next modes. The only ones where that is required is the last one, which is Milky Way Wishes. Spoilers. So, yeah. For Spring Breeze, you don't even have to beat it, technically. Because I remember I was looking at my actual game on the DS. Like my actual DS cartridge. And I have one file where I have Gourmet Race and Dynablade completed, but not Spring Breeze, oddly enough. And apparently, I think if you just, like, quit, you can apparently just quit the game and just exit out. And apparently that will be counted as at least playing it. Phantom Mask. Not exactly too sure how exactly that works, but I think if you just, like, participate in playing the game, then you get credit for unlocking some of the other modes. But, yeah, also, pretty simple fight. They do that a couple times, I think, in this mode, where they just put a mini-boss above a breakable surface. I don't know why they do it, but it's funny nonetheless. Starstone. Not too sure if that's a reference to anything. You know, we're making good progress. So yeah, for the first zone is obviously super easy, so we don't have to really worry about missing anything unless we're really stupid on things, which I tend to be most of the time. So just be very, very observant as to where you are. Because more often than not, you're going to find some stuff where you least expect it. Beast's Fang. Is that the next? Okay, we just need, I think, two more. Two more treasures for this area specifically. That'll put us up to 13. Nope, there we go. Alright. This is also, I think, one of the only games where a score is not displayed. Instead, it's just the gold that's being displayed. Actually, we need you. Also, I'm holding off on helpers just because I've realized that they're not super helpful. But I might as well... Okay, where do these go? Okay, never mind. Helpers aren't incredibly helpful, but they're practically just meat shields, if anything. Alright. Yep, there we go. Hey! Also, treasures actually differ between different versions. For example, in the SNES version, a lot of different treasures were actually, like, a lot of different ones. The bandana. While not an exact reference, that might be a reference to Kirby's bandana he wears when he has the fighter ability. I think just over here is the last treasure, which is the Seasons Heart. That is a reference to, I think, Oracle of Seasons, The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons, being one of the main items you have to obtain in the game, I think. In the original SNES version, each of those hearts were divided into different types of hearts. So you got, like, the spring... I think the springtime heart, you got the summertime heart. I'm not exactly too sure how it is, but that is pretty much how it was. Now, when you get to a room that looks like this, where it has 2 doors and 3 copy abilities available, that means we're going to be fighting a boss. This boss in particular is Fatty Whale. It's just a fat whale with a smoking pipe for some reason. Ow. This guy's pretty simple. He's really open to pretty much any attack you throw at him. He does some really slow attacks where he just goes across the screen, either bouncing or, like, spinning around. Yeah, he's a pretty simple guy. Choose that move. But of course, we're getting hit by him non-stop for some stupid reason. Come on. Come on. Ah, he's literally one hit away. Come on. And Kibble's going to go down, so that's not to be expected. And there he goes. All right, let's get him. There we go. Bit delayed there, but whatever. And there he goes. That was a weird noise. I never even heard that one. All right. After every boss, you get a little bonus room, I guess, where you hop into a minecart and head on to the next area. Along the way, you take out a bunch of enemies, so it's a nice little fun, relaxing little bit. Alright, and at the end of it, go into another door and into the next area. This is Crystal, I guess, Crystal Caverns, I guess. Now then, this place gets a bit more trickier with some of the treasures, such as this. First of all, it's a dime. I don't really think those are treasures, to be exact. Now, I want to bring specific attention to these kind of blocks. Whenever you see blocks that are kind of like in a grid fashion with something in the middle of it, usually means you can break them. Same goes for blocks that have cracks in them, as well as some other blocks, I guess. Glass slipper, I'm pretty sure that's obvious reference to Cinderella. Alright, we got the save room right here. I'm going to save just in case something bad happens, which it might or may not. Alright, so we got 3 choices right here. If memory serves, if you want to just head on to the next area, you head to the right. However, since we are collecting every treasure, as per a 100% Let's Play is, we are going to be heading over to the left area first. So we have found the goblet. Yes, we're on the right track. Just be sure to check your treasure and make sure that you're on the right track, collecting everything in order, because if you don't collect everything in order, then that's going to be kind of an annoyance. Alright, we want to hit it right here. Actually able... There we go. Okay. Saucepan. Also worth 10 gold. Not as valuable here. So if you weren't positioned... Wait, can we actually get it? Okay, we can. Cool. Normally, I think, since Crash is there, that tells you that you have to use Crash to hit the button. Because it does work. It's a bit annoying, but it does work. Alright. Get a bit of a passage up here. Another treasure. Amber Rose. Not too sure if that's a reference to anything, but it looks neat. It has to be. An Amber Rose? That sounds like a reference to something. It has to be. Just 2 treasures right off the bat. You got the fish fossil, and I believe this is the dino fossil. Beast fossil, close enough. And we are still on the right track, making good progress so far. It's probably all going to change once we get into the next area, because, my god, I hate that place. Really, honestly, I'm going to be honest, the entirety of the Great Cave Offensive is not awful. It's just the 3rd level that's a real pain in the ass. There we go. And we'll bring out Blade Knight, why not? Get bomb. What do we got here? Machine parts, even though it looks like a wreath. Or something like that. I think, yeah, like a wreath. Or a laurel crown. Or a laurel crown, if anything. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's all the goodies we can grab in this section. So let's head over to the middle. Which I think is just that one chest. No, it's a couple chests, I think. Also, I haven't mentioned it before, but music in Kirby games are fantastic. I think, honestly, they're some of my favorite soundtracks. Superstar Ultra isn't the... It's got a great soundtrack. It's just not the super best. Like, there are... the later games obviously kind of put this soundtrack to shame, but it's still pretty good. Obviously, remaking the original music from the SNES title, so... I mean, even for the SNES, like, this is what the music technically was, so it was pretty good back then. Alright, before we head down, let's head up here. But yeah, the music, oh, it's really good. Especially the Great Cave Offensive music. It gives you a nice feeling of exploring and whatnot. Now, if only I can say the same for the Smash Brothers stage. For those of you unaware, in, I think with Smash 4, or Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS. Oh, nope, I have to go up here, I guess. Okay. The Great Cave Offensive was a stage specifically for the Wii U version, and specifically for 8-player Smash. Because if you play it without 8-player Smash, you are a psychopath. The stage is gigantic. It's got a whole bunch of different minecarts and whatnot. Overall, the stage is gigantic, which I honestly don't mind. A lot of people don't like it for whatever reason, even though it's kind of balanced around the 8-player Smash thing. But with the lava zones KOing people at over 100%, which makes sense because they're not really going to get much blast zones done or hit with that area. Like I said before, can we hit the block? Or we can just, oh, come on. Fine, whatever. Power paintbrush. I think that's, oh, what was the game? What was the game where your Kirby's a ball and you control where he is? Canvas Curse. Kirby Canvas Curse. I believe that's what, okay, you are, yeah, you're useless now. No, no, come on. Oh, are you kidding me? God damn it. Yeah, Kirby Canvas Curse, where you don't directly control Kirby, you kind of just guide him along a path with the paintbrush, I believe. $100 coin, even though it's worth 10,000 G. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Alright, we're pretty much done with the crystal caves, so as long as we just head into this next area, we should be fine. Grab a cutter from enemy that looks like a Poppy Bros Jr., but is not. Ancient Gem. I'm not too sure if that's a reference to anything. It looks a bit familiar, but that's a pretty common shape for gems, I think. There's the chest. Falcon helmet. Pretty sure that's that's the helmet of Douglas J. Falcon, or better known as Captain Falcon from F-Zero. But if you want to be, nope, get back here, son of a bitch. Get back here. Where'd he go? Oh, forget it. That enemy right there is Tack. These little bastards steal your ability and just run off with it. If you take them out, you can get their ability back, though it's not really worth it because there's more or less a lot of enemies around. If you manage to KO, or actually inhale and swallow Tack, he will... God damn it, get back here. You know what, I'm just going to show off copy. Overall, it doesn't really do a whole lot. However, okay, I want a better ability to show off for this. Okay, these guys are everywhere. Well, let's just do it like that. Copy ability pretty much just is Kirby's, it's just Kirby's, there we go. It's just Kirby's basic inhale ability, but in ability form? I don't know. The cell phone. Pretty sure that is the cell phone from, I think it's Amazing Mirror? The 4-player, the 4 swords version of Kirby. Pretty sure that's what you can call it. I mean, it's pretty much like that, the multiplayer game where you control like 4 different Kirbys, but I'm sure it's exclusive to, ow, damn it. Right, okay. Wheel can't go over spikes. That's good to know. Come on. Some wind blowing down here, and the Truth Mirror. I think that's also a reference to the Amazing Mirror, because I'm not too sure if the Truth Mirror is exactly what it was called, but I guess it's close enough. Alright, and now onto the boss, which honestly is a very interesting boss fight. And honestly, one that I wish would be repeated in most Kirby games. This right here is the computer virus. So this boss fight, if you can call it that, comprises of 3 different bosses to fight. The first off is a slime. Not strong in the slightest. Second off is the puppet. They each form gets attacks, but the first 2 only really just don't do anything. They sometimes use an attack, but most of the times they just use something for flavor attacks and don't actually attack. So the puppet and slime are really not all that worth mentioning. The magician, however, has a plethora of different attacks. He's got a fire spell, he's got an ice spell. There's the fire spell. The ice spell sends a freezing shock at you and freezes you if it hits. But again, he's not all that difficult. He's also got, I think, a cutter ability, as well as just the star ability, the star power. And then this is the part where we apparently level up and we get stat increases. So our courage goes up, our spirit went up by 3, squishiness went up by 1, and love went up by 4. As per usual. Alright. Now, we could take the minecart, but since we have wheel, I'm just going to go ahead and wheel all the way through this. Honestly, I think wheel's faster than the cart. And there we are. And here we are into the worst goddamn zone in the bloody... Alright, so here we are. This is the old tower. This place is a pain in the ass to get through. So I'm going to be saving that for the next episode, which may or may not be the entirety of the next episode. So next time on Kirby Superstar Ultra, we're going to be going through the old tower, hopefully into the last zone, because I hate this place so much. It's such a goddamn maze, and there's so many requirements. I'll just get into it next episode. See you guys next time. Ugh.